Back, guys. I know I've been gone a while. Sorry about the noise from this thing, battery charger. But today I'm gonna be showing you how to replace a battery in your tractor in a Massey Ferguson 65 or any battery really. As you can get to it, it's the same process, same thing. So right here we have a bad battery. I know it's bad. I have the battery charger on it. It might just start up, but only because the battery charger's on it. It's making noise and stuff, but this battery is toast. It's no good. It won't hold enough power to start it if it's cold or anything. It might start up, but I doubt it. Without the battery charger, I know it won't start up for sure, but we'll give it a little try. The key does not work on this. That is going to be a separate video eventually, hopefully. We'll give it a second. It might. It might just, but... Ooh, hold on, do that. Give it a second to build up again. Yes, my shop is a little crowded, but, you know, sometimes that's how it's gotta be. Got all my tools ready to go. I only need these two, but I have all the other ones on too. So give that a second. Actually, we can check what the battery voltage is while it's doing it. I highly recommend 13.5, but it's also very weak. I highly recommend one of these battery chargers. It's not a sponsor. You can get these at Fleet Farm. They are amazing. Highly recommend. You got all these different modes. You have a 200 amp engine start, which mine doesn't work anymore, but that's okay. Not really, but it gets the job done. Standard AGM, and then the other one, I can't remember what it is. Oh, gel. I can tell you what the amps are. 5.3 amps. I don't really understand that too much, but now it's 4.9. Boost mode 13.6. Let's try it one more time. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this battery is toast, and it is because it does not start. This thing might get lucky and start. Okay, it might get lucky and start, but I doubt it. I'll turn the fuel on just to see if it does. Then we can know if our alternator is working. We're also going to test the alternator. Is it charging? Okay, it's charging. Because it wouldn't even go back up to 12 if it wasn't. Let's try this one. This one's very powerful. Oh, I want this mode. There you go. This one, this mode is really good. It is the, you can't see it, but whatever. Charging. It should turn, well, okay, 11.1. Just wait a minute. Or wait a minute. Right, hang on. Alright, it's charging now. It's getting up there. It's gonna do its thing for a little while. That's the new battery I'm gonna put in it. This also will test the battery. I know it's a bad battery, but it's still giving it a chance. Otherwise, it'll tell you bad battery, which is a good tool, good useful thing to have. Now, batteries, they can work very good up until some point. And they can work very good in the morning, and then you can just come back to your car and it just won't work again. Okay, I know the battery's all tore up, but I kind of ran it over at the tractor. But this battery, you see the H, 1212. This is in that black truck that's on a lot of my stories. Well, not my stories, that I post on YouTube here a couple times. That was in that truck, and it started up for that long, just perfect. All of a sudden one day, it just did not want to do anything. Dropped the cell. And then it just quit. So then I replaced it. And I replaced it with an AGM battery. But I never put the tie down back in, and it fell into the belt. And it just shredded the battery pretty much almost in half. So it's done for. It might actually, I think it still kind of works. I don't know how, but it does. So get an AGM battery. Doesn't work great, but I bet if you charge it up, it probably starts the tractor. Because it started the truck. I got it home, and I changed that battery. I wasn't messing around anymore. And I have so many batteries laying around. I have a battery there. That one quit recently. This one was bad for a while. And I have a big battery in that tractor that's going out, and that's not good because these batteries are really heavy and you pinch your fingers a lot trying to get these batteries out. And let me show you why. So not only is this battery in a very tight spot, don't mind the peanut butter, but it's also very heavy. So just don't mind me, you know, just testing. It's pretty much dead. It doesn't do much. In fact, it barely spins over the freaking starter, so it doesn't even turn over the engine. Plus, this tractor's got a flat tire, so piece of junk. You gotta fix that someday. So this thing's probably just gonna get 5 gallons of diesel and let it run a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna be driving anytime. Unless I just say screw it and drive it how it is, but it's not quite the way to do it. But you know. All right, this thing has some time to charge. Let's see what it's got. 13.6 it says for volts. Mind my stupid little muffler. Crawl back under here. Let's try it again. Give it a second. It should roll the engine. I gave it a bunch of chances, left it on the battery charger, and it still won't do anything. That's how you know it's a bad battery, obviously. So that means we're gonna replace it. And now would be a good time to put your other battery, the good battery, on the battery charger, just to top it off before you put it in. 12.5. It's only 12.5 because I've been sitting in the store probably, and that makes them go dead a little bit. Just put them on there. It still probably would start, but just check them. Okay, it's just bad battery because I had it off, but this is a good battery. Analyzing battery. This is running a battery test right now. It must be a good battery, so it's on boost mode. While that's charging, we're going to take this battery out of the tractor and put the new battery in while that one charges while I get this one out. So let's get to it. First step, hang on. Alright, first step, we're going to take off the negative terminal. Get that one loosened up, which it's not yet. Sometimes a problem getting them things onto there. Might be this one. Unloosen it, or unbolt it. Let me get this off quick. Okay, I got this unscrewed. First one you do, always take off. Sometimes when they sit on there for a while, you need to grab something to kind of hit them off with it a little bit. Taking like the ratchet and just kind of. I know as bad as this wiring looks, it does have a good connection. These are really tight. Trust me, it's got a good connection on there. I pull this off. And then out with the old and in with the new. The new battery, so the other one down there. The new battery. Alright, first one to hook up is the positive. Oops, my bad. And then hook up the negative. Sometimes you gotta move them around there a little bit. Hang on a second. And then hook up the negative. I'll loosen it a little bit and then just tap it down. Sometimes you need to get a hammer and tap them down. Got our hammer. There you go. Tap those down a little bit. Not too hard, you'll put a hole in your battery. And then I grab your ratchet. Put it on the other way. Tighten her down. You don't really need an impact for this, you can, but it's just kind of, it's a nice little job to do with hand tools, I think. Sometimes you need to use the other ratchet too. I want to make sure these are really tight on there. And then wiggle it around, make sure you can't wiggle it. That's like that. Don't strip it though. I didn't, but I almost did. You just come in, there's this one. My ratchet acts kind of funny. So you gotta move that around. Tighten this positive down. Kind of hard to film this too, by the way. There's the wiggle test again, and it is in there. Not going anywhere, so now we're ready to do one more thing. We're gonna put back our tools. So the last thing we need to do is make sure that this hood can close. Okay, it can, without grounding out the battery, which it did. I'm gonna shut this right now. Turn the fuel on. It should be on because if fuel's on, it was the whole time. But you notice that the other battery never was able to crank it over. I'll come back over to here with a new battery. And just like that. Okay, and the last thing we're going to do is an alternator test. I'm going to show you how to do that. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. For one, you can get a multimeter, you can start the tractor up, and you can just look at the voltage. I'm going to show you the way I do it. Alright, here's the way I do it. You can see that it has 12.6 now, it's sitting here. And then we have the battery hooked up to the thing, which just has a gauge in it. So what we're going to do now is open a door or something while you do this, so you don't want to get gassed out. Find a conveniently placed piece of metal and hold the door open. Just like that. Nothing big, just a little bit of air. I was open those, but I'm just not going to take time to do that. There's quite a bit of air holes in them already from me shooting at them, so don't need to open those up. We're going to turn the fuel on, obviously, because we need it to run. We're going to put the throttle up just a little bit more than idle, just so we can get that alternator spinning a little bit faster, make it sure it builds up fastly, or nicely. And then we're going to send a fire it up and see what it does. Okay, don't do that. That's not intelligent. We want about 13 volts. Sometimes you need to let it run a little bit. When I sparked it like that, it might not have had very good power then. Alright, so while we wait, we have that door open. It's running in there, charging. Let's see if that alternator's working. While we wait, because sometimes the old tractors, they don't kick in right away. I'm going to crack this door open. We're just going to wait a little bit. I don't really like to have it run that long, but we're going to, because I'm not going to pull it outside. Because that door shut it on its own, whatever. It's fine. The one door would be fine. So we're going to wait a little bit, and then we're going to see how it does. I don't have a long extension cord. This one's all messed up. So let's check on it now. We're looking for something about 13. I only had 12.8. It's going up. It sparked pretty hard there, so. Alright, we got 13.2 out of it. And see, it's going back down 13.1. It'll go down to about 12.9. 13. See, it is going down. I gotta get out of this stink shop. Burns the eyes a little bit. We're gonna go open the other door quick. But that is how you test an alternator. Most of the newer ones will kick in right away. This is obviously an old tractor, but it should still kick in right away. That one will go up to 14.2. But this one is not really an alternator. It's more of a generator. Just kind of keep it up a little bit. That one just kind of maintains power and keeps it like at what it should sit at. So it kind of makes it at 12.6. That's what it's supposed to sit at for that one. But that one just puts it up to 13.3. We almost got there. See, now it's down to 12.9, like I said it would be. Oh, it's 12.8 now. It's going to go down 12.6 probably. That's pretty smoky in here, but that is how you change your battery. Don't run your tractor inside of a shop when you're inside of it. I'm just stupid, so don't do what I did. But you can change the battery just like that, because that's how you do it. You can see it started right up. You can see it before it didn't. That's the old battery. I'm going to do something with that battery. I don't know what yet. As for this thing, you can see that you can test it with this. That is pretty accurate. So, new battery, good to go. I'm gonna get out of this shop before I die. So, I'll see you guys next time. If you feel generous, maybe subscribe, leave a comment, tell me some stories about your tractors or whatever you want. I don't care. I'll respond. You helps out. Get me up there enough I can get a live going. See what we can do. There goes my buddy Sean. There's a Duramax. I could probably zoom in too. There he goes. Anyway, other than Sean, but I guess I fixed the back blade a while ago. But yeah, we also got a tire, we got a generator to fix. This will all be in other videos, I hope. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for your help.